This is your Fox 10 News Now update.
Hi, I'm Lee Peck with your Fox 10 News Now update. Breaking news this morning, the Vice President's Chief of Staff tested positive for COVID-19. Mark Short is the latest White House official to test positive for the coronavirus. Vice President Mike Pence and his wife Karen were tested. Both their tests came back negative. Short is scheduled to begin quarantine and assist in a contact tracing process. According to a press statement, Pence's schedule will stay the same throughout the presidential campaign stretch and will follow CDC guidelines. The vice president campaigned in Florida yesterday and will soon make appearances in North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Minnesota, among other states. Well, after arriving at Joint Base Andrews, President Trump made a brief comment about Vice President Pence's chief of staff testing positive for the virus. He said he did hear about it and he's aware that Short is in quarantine. The president went on to say, quote, "He's going to be fine." Alabama Senator Doug Jones is encouraging others to participate in early in-person absentee voting, just like he did early Friday at the Jefferson County Courthouse. He says more people should consider this option as we can't be sure of weather conditions or crowd size on Election Day. Jones says the line to submit absentee ballots was long and shows the state should move toward an early voting system. He believes the in-person absentee turnout should send a big message to Alabama lawmakers.
And the only reason there is any delay here is not because of the number of people. It's because we have to do it through this crazy absentee ballot process and fill out applications and get photo IDs made, copies of it. It's just, that's what takes.
And now to a follow-up this morning, we're learning new information from the Navy about a horrible plane crash in Foley Friday afternoon. They say the two people killed were an instructor and a student pilot. Investigators still working the scene yesterday afternoon. Yellow tape blocking off the crash site. The turboprop plane, similar to the one in this picture, was on routine training and took off from Whiting Field in Milton. The plane crashing into a home in a Foley subdivision near Magnolia School after 4:30 Friday afternoon.
We heard what sounded like a jet, a plane, something coming down, and then there was the sound of the contact that it made.
An explosion.
An explosion. And there was a shudder in the ground.
It shook our house.
The Navy asking anyone with pictures, videos, even anyone who comes across debris from the aircraft to give them a call. Go to our website to learn more.
Yes, we have Tropical Storm Zeta this morning. It formed overnight. It was Tropical Depression number 28 yesterday. Now it is full-on Tropical Storm Zeta out here in the Caribbean. Here the winds of 40 miles per hour, moving very slowly at this point, north at 1 mile per hour. So it's starting slow, but this thing is going to really pick up in speed in the coming days. So it's going to take a little time to work its way up into the Gulf. That'll probably be early Tuesday morning before it does so. But once it gets out back here north of the Yucatan Peninsula, it's going to get picked up by a cold front and then accelerated across the Gulf of Mexico up towards our area. You can see Category 1 here in the central Gulf, but by the time it's making landfall, it's likely to be weakening because it's going to be getting torn apart by that cold front. Now, it'll still be a decent strength system, only high-end tropical storm most likely, but it won't be most likely a hurricane at that point. It's going to come in sometime on Wednesday. That's the timing of this. We are on the east side of the forecast cone at this point. We are likely to get a decent bit of weather out of this system as it makes landfall. Here are the hurricane models, and you can see a lot of them are centered up here on South Louisiana at this point, but there are a couple that come a little bit closer our way. So here are the local impacts that we should expect. Heavy downpours. The heaviest of those will be on Wednesday. There'll be high surf and rip currents really throughout the week, so it's not going to be a good beach week for sure. And then there's always a possibility of isolated tornadoes when you're on the right-hand side of a landfalling tropical system. So these are all things that we'll watch out for with Zeta later this upcoming week. Today, our Sunday, Not bad. It's going to actually be a nice day. Mid 70s to upper 70s out there this afternoon. Partly cloudy skies. Really nice day out there for our Sunday. So no worries today. No worries about any rain. Your Monday about the same, a little bit warmer. Then the rain starts coming in on the day, during the day Tuesday. We'll start seeing some of the first showers coming in off Zeta. Wednesday will be the heaviest day. Still some rain left over early Thursday morning, but I'm hopeful that'll wrap up pretty early on. Then we'll see that cold front coming through. And once that cold front comes through, conditions will change very rapidly and it'll turn a lot nicer. In fact, check out the long range forecast. We're moving to a Halloween weekend. It is going to be absolutely spectacular, beautiful fall weather, but we got to get through Zeta first.
Stay tuned to Fox 10 News throughout the day for the latest updates. This has been your Fox 10 News Now update.